Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Bloons Supermonkey 2. I was looking at my past videos and I found this video called How to Easily Defeat Bosses that I uploaded about 1.5 years ago. And now after the fact that trying to get diamond on all the levels, getting all the badges, I've built in a lot of knowledge and a lot of different strategies to defeat bosses with all different weapons types and epics. And so I decided to do a 2.0 version of how to defeat the bosses now that I have all this extra knowledge just by playing the game a ton of times. And hopefully this video is going to be helpful for you to find the best way to defeat the bosses. So the first thing is research. So research is going to help you do more damage to bosses, especially big bloon sabotage. But not only this, all unlocking extra damage with all the single weapon types, depending on what you're equipping and what you're going with, is going to also increase the damage that you do to the bosses. So that's the first thing that is going to help you defeating the bosses. But the most important thing that you need to evaluate is which boss you're talking about. So which is the boss that you need to defeat is gonna be a key factor to so that you use the best strategy that there is to face the boss and to defeat it. Now, before the boss in level 75, so the boss in level 68, 60, 55 are gonna be quite standard, so they're not gonna have anything weird. But from the level 75 boss until the boss in the level 100, all of them are gonna have specific and unique characteristics. So they're gonna have a defense, they're gonna have an attack, they're gonna have a debuff, and so depending on the boss that you're talking about, you're gonna need different strategies. Now, the boss in level 75 is gonna have a shield. After like 10 seconds that is on the screen, is gonna create a shield and is gonna prevent any damage from affecting it. So you need to damage this boss as fast as possible before he creates the shield. Level 82 boss, very famous, very hard to pop because it has the magnets that are gonna deflect all your weapons other than the epics, so other than the close range epics. So when you're facing this boss, you may go with a strategy entirely based on epics and on how the cooldowns, so being able to pop it with the epics. Level 88 boss is quite standard. The only thing you have to worry about is like a green circle that is gonna trap your super monkey and is gonna lock it in a corner, so you're not gonna be able to move it. So you have to like dodge it by having your super monkey in the top side. You have to dodge that green circle, and that should be it. The boss in level 94 is gonna protect himself with mobs, so you need to place the super monkey very close to it, and also using some epics with close range to be able to damage the boss itself and not the mobs around it. And then the boss in level 100 that has a smoke that is gonna debuff your super monkey, is gonna prevent it from attacking. So if you're hit by the smoke, the super monkey's basic weapons are gonna stop firing, and only the epics are gonna work. So in this case, you can either go with a strategy like for boss level 82 based on epics that are gonna work despite your super monkey being stunned, or you can dodge the smoke, so you can like move the super monkey around trying to dodge the smoke and at the same time damaging the boss. So you can see that every boss is slightly different, and so there are three main strategies that you can use to defeat the bosses, depending on if you need to damage the boss very fast before he creates a shield, like level 75. And so there is a strategy called that I like to call super fast. That is going to involve having equipped super turbo boost and a second power up that can be bouncy shots or never missing targeting that can work. Then there is the second strategy that's going to depend entirely on epics. So you don't really need basic weapons, you just need epics, like for example for boss level 82. And it's gonna combo epics with all the cooldowns, so another power up. And then there are some bosses like the boss level 82, the boss level 94, or even the boss level 100 that can be beaten with a mixed strategy. So you're using both basic weapons to do damage to the boss, but also you're using epics. And these bosses can be defeated even without power-ups. So those are the three main ways to defeat bosses, and I'm going to show you now them all so you can understand what I'm saying. So first strategy, doing the highest damage with your basic weapons with the strategy with turbo boost. Now for this strategy you don't need epics, so I have everything unequipped. And then as it is for arms, I like to go with bombs in both of them, because bombs level 6 is gonna already do extra damage to bosses. So not only I'm gonna attack super fast with these bombs, but these bombs are gonna do extra damage to bosses by themselves without anything else. So that's already something that is gonna help you pop and defeat the boss faster. As it is for core, the rank score is the best core to equip to do damage to the boss. Energy core is another alternative to ranks, but it's going to do less damage to bosses than the ranks. So with this setup you should be perfect. Now here I'm not talking, I'm also considering ice and storm, but I'm not using Dr. Monkey, so you can see how it is to defeat bosses with no protection. Okay, and as I said, it's going to be needed to use turbo boost and the never miss targeting. So let's just do here the boss in level 75. That is a perfect example of a boss that you need to pop it very fast before he creates the shield. So turbo boost and never missing targeting or bouncy shots. You can go with either of them. I personally prefer more never missing targeting because it's gonna help you defeat the boss insanely fast, but also bouncy shots is a good alternative. So let's go with never missing targeting here. Here we go. I have turbo boost and never missing targeting unlocked rank 4, so they're maxed out. But even if you have them rank 2 or rank 3, should be enough. Now another thing that I like to say is that when you're doing a boss battle, you don't care about the blobs and you don't care about popping the other balloons. So your only concern is being able to pop the boss. That's what that's what you want, because if you can pop a lot of the other balloons but you cannot pop the boss, you're gonna end up losing the level. So look here how fast I can destroy this boss with this combo. And okay, now this is the shield I was talking about. So with this shield, the boss is immune to all the damage, and so you need to wait the boss to respawn once again and to and here to damage it again. So you can, okay, that's the boss gun. Anyway, I wanted to say that the rocks, so that shield can be destroyed, but it takes a lot to be destroyed. So normally, yeah, you're gonna wait until the boss enters in the screen again, and then you wanna damage it, and that's it. So that's the boss battle. As you can see, I destroyed it super fast. not really a threat. And here let's just now that the boss is gone, I can focus here on getting some blobs or collecting the crates. And that's it. So this is the first strategy that you can use to bosses that you need to pop fast. Turbo boost and never miss a targeting or bouncy shots. It's up to you. Alright, so this is the first strategy with these power-ups. The second strategy, and I'm gonna take an example on the boss level 82, is gonna rely entirely on epics. So this time you're gonna do the opposite. You're gonna here unequip all your basic weapons. In this case, I'm equipping level 1 darts, and you're gonna equip Doom Gauntlets in both your arms. In the core, you can go with Spiky Chaos or Lightning Trail. Both of them are pretty good, but the damage already coming out from the Doom Gauntlets is enough, so you don't really need an epic core. And that's it. In this case, with this strategy, you're going to use another power-up that is hover cooldowns. So a power-up that's gonna let you use your epics faster, so their cooldown is gonna be shorter. And that's the only power-up that you need. You can even have the second power-up slot free. Okay. So let's show here this boss, and I'm gonna show you now here why this is it's pointless. So I'm not gonna pop any of these balloons. See, I'm dodging them on purpose because I want to show you that it's not important popping the balloons here in boss battles. It's not important that you do damage to the balloons. It's not important that you collect crates or that you collect the blobs. The important thing is defeating the boss. That's the boss here, so I'm gonna place my Super Monkey here, activating both Doom Gauntlets the closer I can to it, and boom, again, just following it. There we go. Okay, that's the boss gone once. Let's just keep the Super Monkey right here. Doesn't really matter popping these balloons. And that's the boss again. So let's activate again the epics. And boom, that's the boss gone. So right now, I can use here the epics to defeat the balloons. Now that the boss is gone, I don't really need to worry about destroying it because I've already passed the level. So I'm gonna use the epics here to clean the last balloons, and that's it. So bronze, silver doesn't really matter. The most important thing is defeating the boss. Alright. So that's the second strategy shown. And then the third strategy, I'm gonna show it for the boss in level 94. Is gonna be a mix of the last two. So you're gonna keep both epics, in this case Doom Gauntlets. So you're gonna have them, but at the same time you're gonna have the bombs here and the ranks. So you're gonna use both of them at the same time. In this case, I'm gonna use as well the Lathering Shell epic core, but even if you don't have it, shouldn't really matter. So this is a combo of the two strategies, but you're not gonna use any power-ups. So in this case, I'm gonna get as an example the boss in level 94, no power-ups equipped. And this is the third and final strategy that you can use with bosses like the boss in level 94 to defeat them. here, popping most of these DDTs. Okay, that's the boss, so let's use the Lightning Trail. Let's use your Doom Gauntlets. Okay, let's try here, keep the Super Monkey close to the boss, because you can see that he's protecting himself with the mobs. So you need to keep the Super Monkey close, so you can damage it more. I'm getting envenomed here, so I cannot really move the Super Monkey fast, but it should be enough to follow this boss right here. The mobs are just moving me backwards. I cannot use the epics. Okay, here we go. So unfortunately my Super Monkey is envenomed, and so I'm moving it very, very slowly. And that's the boss gun. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get my epics as fast as I should have, but that's the boss gun, so that's the most important thing. If you are going with double Super Monkey, you can just switch the Super Monkeys at the center, so you have one Super Monkey envenomed, and then you can have the other one that you can move it faster. And those are the 3 strategies. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.